Hi there, power hungry campers. Today we're going to be taking a look at Mighty Cord's 50 amp twist lock to 30 amp male adapter cable. Now you might have found yourself in this situation before. You just upgraded to a nice new camper from your old one and you grab your cables to go plug in, and lo and behold, it's just not going to work. Your old one might have been a 30 amp connector, whereas your new one here's got a 50 amp twist lock. Well, Mighty Cord's got you covered. They have an adapter cable here that will allow us to go from this twist lock 50 amp down to a 30 amp. The cable simply plugs in, give it a twist, and then the ring will further tighten it down to help it secure it into place. And this will ensure that when we're powered up, that it can't get disconnected and nobody can accidentally touch and get shocked by the cord. Over here on the other end, we've got our male connector here with 30 amp prong. You can plug this into an extension cable or your old one if you are using that from your old camper. And once we've got it plugged in here, we can then go down to the other end and plug it into the campsite's power supply or to our generator, wherever our power source is. Or maybe the campsite you normally go to has a 50 amp hookup, but you're now going to some new campsites, you're out adventuring in other states and areas, and you might find that those campsites only have 30 amp connections or hookups there, but maybe they also don't have any connection and you need a generator that maybe only has a 30 amp. With this, we can adapt down and be able to hook up to those campsites that only have the 30 amps and also to most generators. Our adapter cable is only 12 inches in length. So if you don't have a cable that you can already use to get to your campsite, we do have extension cables available here at etrailer.com. We're using Mighty Cord's 15-foot extension cable here to go from our camper down to our generator. And with everything hooked up, looks like we've got power. And it's really important that you get a cable you trust when you're talking about running high amperage over long lengths. Because the further away you are from that load and the further the length of your cable, you need to have nice heavy gauge wiring to be able to handle those loads. You don't want to use some cheap cable that's going to overheat and potentially break down, which can cause a fire and damage your electrical systems. So let's go with something you trust that you know is going to deliver the power you need. And that completes our look at Mighty Cord's 50 amp twist lock to 30 amp male adapter cable.